Today we're going to be doing a lesson on rounding. This is for grade 3. The standard is use place value understanding to round whole numbers to the nearest 10 or 100. Since this is the first lesson on a 4-day unit, this is the introductory lesson, and we're just going to be working with rounding to the nearest 10. I would first go over place value, which is the value of a digit depending on where it is in the hundreds, tens, or ones place. So for example, we have the 4 in the hundreds, the 3 in the tens, and the 5 in the ones. So this number can also be written as 435. We're going to take a look at some of these numbers and decide whether we're going to go rounding up or down. A fun thing to remember is 5 or more, raise the score. 4 or less, let it rest. So when we look at number 37, we're going to round to the nearest tens place, which the 3 is in the tens place, and then we're going to always look to the right at the ones place. So in this case it's the 7. So we're going to decide whether we round up or down. So another way to show this is to draw a number line, which is a straight line with numbers placed in orders from least to greatest. And so for this number, I'm going to put a 30 on the one end, and then a 40 on the other. And I always like to put the middle number in. So we're going to put 35 there. And so when we look at number 37, that falls right here. And so we can see, is it closer to the 40 or is it closer to the 30? I like to use a car and also give one to the kids is a fun way to figure it out. If you're at 37 and you're out of gas, do you want to get out of the car and walk till you get to the 40, or do you want to get out and walk to the 30? So I would want to walk to the 40 since it's closer. So it would be rounded to 40. Another way to use manipulatives is to use 10 blocks. Now if I'm working with number 37 and I have 30 tens and 7 ones, if it's 5 or more, we want to raise the score. So since there's 7 blocks here, we could just go ahead and take those away and add another bar to make 40. Okay, so now if we go to number 21, again, we're going to round the tens place, but we're going to look at the ones place. We have 21. If I draw a line, number line, we're going to do 20 and 30 with the 25 in the middle. Since 21 is over here, if it's 4 or less, we let it rest. So we don't move all the way up. For 21, it's very easy just to go back to 20 than to go all the way to the 30. So for this one, the answer would be 20. Okay, the next one is 86. We're going to look at the tens place. We have 8, but in the ones is a 6. So if we draw our number line, we're going to have 80 and 90 with 85 in the middle. Now 86, we're going to look at the ones place. If it's 5 or more, we're going to raise the score. And that's also closer to 90 than it is to go back to 80. So our answer for this is 90. And again, if we come over to our blocks here, we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. What we would do is we would add another 10 block. Okay, to make it 90. Let's go back to one more. We have number 54. So we're going to look at the tens place, and we're going to look at the ones place. Again, with our number line, 50 to 60, with 55 in the middle. Since 54 is here, much closer to 50 than it would be to go all the way to 60. Okay, so we can do some word problems. And then here we go, we'll go back to the number 86 since I have my other block now. And so 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 6. But since it's 5 or more, we're going to raise the score and just add another bar to make it 90. Okay, we have a few word problems here. This one here is, in the past 2 months, Wally ate over 84 dog biscuits. Rounded to the nearest 10, about how many biscuits did Wally eat over the past 2 months? Okay, so the number that we're looking for is 84. We want to round that to the nearest 10 to get rounded and get an average. So we have number 84. Again, we're going to draw our number line. We're going to go from 80 to 90. We'll put our middle marker there, and then we're going to see which way is closer. So, since 84 lays right here, 4 or less, let it rest. We have our 4 in the 1 spot. So it's easier just to go back down to the 80 than to go past the 85 and all the way up to the 90. So the answer to our problem would be 80 biscuits, 80 dog biscuits. Okay, we have another problem here. Jacob weighs 97 pounds. Rounded to the nearest 10, about how many pounds does Jacob weigh? Okay, so the number that we're looking to round is the 97. We're going to draw our number line, and we're either going to go to 90 or 100. Our 95 in the middle. 97 will fall right here. So if it's 5 or more, we're going to raise the score. Also, if we take the car out to see, it's much less to get to 100 than it is to get back to 90. So the answer for this problem would be Jacob weighs about 100 pounds. Okay, and we have one more problem here. Amy sold 95 boxes of Girl Scout cookies. Rounded to the nearest 10, about how many boxes of cookies did Amy sell? Okay, so we can draw our number line down this way. Okay, we're going to draw 90 to 100 and 95 right in the middle. So, since this is where our number falls, we need to remember the rule of 5 or more raise the score, because it's right in the center. So if I were to take my car out, it would be the equal distance to either go to the 100 or to go back to the 90. So we need to look at the ones case, and if it's 5 or more, we're going to raise the score. So she sold about 100 boxes. Okay. We can also use our 100 block when we go further in the lesson, and this equals 100. These are the 10s and these are the 1s. So if Amy were to have 95, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and then 5 blocks, instead of doing this, 95, if it's 5 or more, we want to raise the score. So we could just take all of these away instead of adding another 9, adding another one to make 9, because this, with one more block, would just equal 1 block of 100. Okay, we can do a couple more of these. If we have 21, 10, 20, and 1, it would be easier just to move the 1 block away and keep it at 20. Okay, so this is really important to remember. 5 or more, raise the score. 4 or less, let it rest. The number line is also important, and then of course you need to know the place value and where your digits fall. you.